The end of the year is almost here. And if you spent most of it like this, la di da di da, la di da di da, or like this, I should be reading, la di da di da, then chances are you're probably behind on that reading goal that you set in January. But don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. We've all been there. Or maybe you don't like exceedingly long books. You, big books, don't mesh well. Nothing wrong with that. But don't worry, friends. I got you. I have a list of book recommendations, 200 pages or less. So let's get cozy, hit the hammock, and get into it. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Jazzy's Land. I am Jaslyn, and today we are going to be discussing books. So I have curated a list of books under 200 pages to help you guys reach that end of the year reading goal. We're going to get right into it with one of my faves from this year, and I've spoken about it on the channel multiple times. I even had a reading vlog on this book, so I'm going to link that above and you guys can watch that too. And that is going to be Ring Shout by P. Jelly Clark. Ring Shout falls right under 200 pages at 192 pages. It follows a band of black monster hunters set in 1922 in Macon, Georgia, as they fight these monsters called Ku Kluxes. And basically, they feed on the hate and they're trying to devour all of humanity. It's a super quick, fast paced read. It's an easy favorite of mine. And if you love the movie Sinners, then you'll probably love this book. It is very Sinners coded and it has a lot of like the same like ideology in it. And I really enjoyed this book. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because like I said, y'all can go watch the vlog. Next, we have Odd Spirits by S.T. Gibson. Now, this is 115 pages. Very short. This is the prequel to Evocation, but honestly, even if you haven't read Evocation or you don't know anything about it, you can definitely still pick this book up as a standalone all by itself. This follows Reese and Moira, who are a witchy couple, and they start noticing that there's some type of like spirit activity going on in their house. And this is not like a cute Casper the Friendly Ghost. Like, no, this is like a spirit is trying to take them out, and they are currently struggling with like communication issues in their relationship. And so nothing is basically working to kind of get rid of the spirit activity. So they end up reaching out to Reese's ex-boyfriend to come and help them. And that just creates a whole other level of drama. I really, really love this book, and I would definitely recommend it. If you read Evocation and you liked it, I would definitely recommend this. You get to see the deepening of Reese and Moira's relationship and basically how they got to the place where they're at when you start Evocation. They really had to overcome some of like their struggles and like differences because they're very different between the ways that they choose to practice their magic and their beliefs, like even down to like their race, because they're interracial relationship. Like there's a lot of like conflicting things between the two of them, and so you get to kind of see them overcome that, but like in a very like witchy and like magical way. And I absolutely loved it. 115 pages, very short. Throw it on your TBR and boom, that's one down. Okay. Next up, we have She and Her Cat by Makoto Shinkai and Naruki Nagakawa. I'm positive I'm not doing that right, but I'm trying my best. This is 135 pages. It is a translated fiction. It's a collection of intertwined stories following 4 different women and their cats. And the interesting thing about this book is that it switches the perspective between the female protagonist and their cats. And it's kind of interesting. It's very slice of life, very just like going about their different journeys. And all of the women are in different places in their lives, and like what they're doing, and basically like what their cats are doing, and how the cats are viewing them as their owners, and how their owners are viewing their cats. And it's very sweet. You end up getting like this very like funny and heartwarming tale, just about like humanity and what it means to be human and all of that good stuff. And very lovely. Put it on the list. Knock it out. That's another one. Down. Next, we have Open Throat by Henry Hoke. This is 156 pages of deliciousness. This follows a queer mountain lion who lives underneath the Hollywood sign. And then one day, a fire forces the mountain lion out of their encampment, and forces them down the hills and into the city. And as expected, chaos ensues. So it's told completely from the perspective of this mountain lion. And it is just so funny, so witty, just like very unserious, but it's like the mountain lion's trying to understand the humans, trying to understand what it means to be a human, and like trying to understand all of their different feelings, because he overhears like a lot of conversations and stuff, and he's just trying to like make sense of it all. And I really loved it. And what I will say about this book is that I am 115% on the mountain lion side. Like, they did nothing wrong. They've done nothing wrong. And it is just so good. And this was actually one of the last books that I read like last year. And it was like one of my favorites. Super fast paced, super quick and easy read. So I definitely recommend picking this one up if you're really just trying to hit that reading goal. You got one book that's left to read, pick it up. Okay, 156 pages. You can do that. You could read this in one sitting because of the way that it's written. Very short prose, very quick read, like Open Throat. And it's good, and it's genuinely so good. The next book we have is A Magical Girl Retires by Pak Soyeon. And this follows a 29-year-old depressed girl who is about to commit suicide when she is interrupted by a magical girl who tells her that she's looking for the greatest magical girl ever, and that she just might be that girl. So she should stop and come join all of the magical girls. And so she does that. And what she learns is that being a magical girl is not all that it is crapped out to be, that there's a lot of rules and bureaucracy. And, there's like this great threat that she is expected to defeat, even though she has no clue how. And it's a super fun, super fast paced book. There's even like a little, like illustrations all throughout the book. If I can find some, they're in there, and I really liked it. It's super unserious, but I enjoy the way that the author kind of takes like these classic like magical fantasy tropes and kind of turns them on their head, and like includes kind of like these real world like things. This is sitting at 156 pages. So very, very easy to pick it up and read it to complete that goal. If you're catching my drift, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you can. Okay. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, we have Wash Day Diaries by Jamila Roser and Robin Smith. Now, this is a graphic novel. Please, please, please do not come on here talking about some old graphic novels don't count. I really don't care. They count. So, and this is like a fantastic graphic novel. So this has 5 interconnected stories in it, and it follows these 4 beautiful women on the front of the cover. It is beautifully illustrated, but basically you get a look into their lives through their hair care routines. This is just like a truly genuine and authentic story. I see myself in these women, I see my friends, I see my family, and just reading about it just completely lifts my spirits. I absolutely adore this and I recommend it to basically everyone because I truly do think that it's this good. I want a second one. Like, I want this to be a series. Like, this is called the Wash Day Diaries, but we only got, I feel like we need more diaries. I feel like, there's still something to be told here. One of the stories in this that I really resonated with was, I believe it's about this girl right here. And basically she's just been like feeling really down and like not feeling good about herself basically, and it's shown through the way that she has been taking care of herself or not taking care of herself, and taking care of her hair or not taking care of her hair. And she kind of uses like her wash day to come back to herself and like really just pour into herself. And I thought it was just like such a beautiful story. This is beautiful. How many pages is this, guys? 186 pages, 186 pages of beautifully illustrated, and you really get into these girls' lives, and I love it. So boom, that right there, that's 6 books, 6 books that you could have on your list right now to knock out that reading goal. I know we don't have much longer in December, but these are definitely ones that you can pick up. Or even if, you're not trying to hit a reading goal, you should still pick them up because they're great reads. Maybe you're not a big reader and you want to start getting into your reading journey, but you don't want anything too crazy. Like, maybe you don't want to start off with a 700-page fantasy book. I get it. Start with Ring Shout. That will help you. That will help you ease your way into that fantasy world, or ease your way into any, like, all of these stories are great ones to pick up and I would highly recommend. That's it. That's all I have for you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you watch this whole video, why don't we leave a little snowflake emoji for December, because it's snowing today. Please tell me what are some of your favorite short reads. I love a short book. I'll pick a short book up real quick. I love it. So what are some of your favorite short reads? That's all I got for you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to stay beautiful. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.